One of the biggest steps you can take forward in your journey with anxiety is starting to discover your limiting beliefs. Now, you're likely stuck where you are today because of a belief or story that you have about yourself that isn't necessarily true. Now, your brain holds on to this and says it's a truth, but that's not necessarily the case. Now, if you want to start digging deeper to understand those beliefs, you need to first step back and start recognizing them. So what I'd like to do is share a quick little parable that just hopefully explains it in real life what a limiting belief is in a different perspective than hopefully you've ever seen before. So it's a parable about elephants in Africa. Now, an elephant can easily uproot a tree, right, with its trunk. It could easily knock down a house without much trouble, right? When an elephant is living in captivity, it's still a baby, right? And it's tied to a tree with a strong rope or even a chain at that point. Now, of course, naturally, elephants want to roam free. So the baby elephant tries with all of its might to really break that rope, right? But it's not strong enough to break it and to get through it. So it realizes, hey, this isn't working. So it just gives up, right? The baby elephant tried and failed many times, and ultimately it's not going to try again for the rest of its life. Now, later, when the elephant is fully grown, right, it can be tied to a small tree with a thin rope, right? And it could easily, again, we know this, it could easily uproot itself, uproot a tree or whatever, or break the rope. But because its mind has been conditioned by its previous experience, it doesn't even make the slightest attempt to break free. Now, this powerful, gigantic elephant is limited, right, in its present abilities, based on the limitations of the past. Now, this is called baby elephant syndrome. I call it limiting beliefs. You can call it what you want, really. But I want you to know that humans are exactly like this elephant, except for one thing. We can choose to not accept those false boundaries and limitations created by our past. Now, I want to share also that one place your limiting beliefs are hiding is in your excuses. So if you listen close enough to your language, you will recognize that limiting beliefs are in those excuses. And the even better thing is that your solution also exists in that same place. So if you'd like further guidance in learning how to find those limiting beliefs, they're in different places. They're in, all different places. And when you're just speaking, it's just easy to, once you get fine-tuned with understanding what it is to look for, it's easier to figure them out, and discovering them is step one, right? And then working through them is the progression of things. But if you'd like more guidance in learning how to find your personal limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck right now, comment below, like and subscribe. I would love to just connect with you some more.